Boxing Day here from Dove Valley, and fun fact: I've never seen a dove out here.
I have.
Anything.
You're
Anyways,
just not very attentive.
I am Ryan Green. He is Jake Marsing here from 5280 Sports Network. And you know what flew away yesterday, Jake? The Broncos' playoff chances officially out eliminated. They have really just the only reason to play is just to beat the Raiders.
Ryan, you're awful hyped. Your energy is much higher than I expected it to be.
Yes.
Because this place feels like a morgue today, and in a lot of ways it should.
Do you want me to calm it down? I'll
turn it down to.
Okay.
You're like 11. I need you at like a 6 to properly reflect the mood. Right. No, look, we both said it on the game preview, which I hope you watched as well. We both had this game as not only a loss for the Broncos, but a double-digit loss. It turned into exactly that. The offense puts up realistically 3 points. Had they not been gifted the ball inside the 10-yard line, it's a 33-3 game. It is an embarrassing moment for this organization's history. It is really just about as bad as it gets in terms of the development of this team, where this team sits, and where you can map for the future. This is not what the Broncos hoped would happen at the beginning of the season, and yet here they sit with a game to go. The season isn't even over, yet Gary Kubiak just a moment ago talking about treating this game as if it were the beginning of 2017. A difficult moment for the Broncos, I know for you, Ryan, too, capitalized by, not D Ford, by Dontari Poe.
Yes.
Big number 92, fat man touchdown.
Yes.
Passing touchdown, by the way.
That wasn't just an exclamation point. That was a knockout.
I tweeted last night, Tom Brady punting on third down against Tim Tebow in New England in a playoff game.
Yep.
I'd like you to meet Dontari Poe throwing a touchdown pass, up 17 points. An embarrassing moment for the organization. And there's going to be changes.
Yes.
Whether those are roster changes, whether those are coaching changes, we'll see. It's going to be a fascinating offseason out here at the UCL Training Center.
I can't remember the last time a Super Bowl winning team didn't make the playoffs the next year. I assume it's been quite a while. So I do expect...
It's 2002 since both of them missed.
Okay, all right. So it's still a pretty impressive stat there. And look, the thing is that you disregard the first 4 games of the season when they were still kind of riding that, champion momentum that they had. This has been a bad team in the second half. You're looking at going again. We were talking about it, finishing 8-8. I don't know how many times the Broncos and Broncos fans are used to the Broncos having 8 wins with 5 losses and ending up 8-8. But it's going to happen again, I think. And it's just disappointing. But at the same time, this is kind of who we thought they were.
It's interesting, Ryan, because you're absolutely right. When I looked at the schedule for this team in April, I looked at the early stretch of the schedule, right? Carolina, Indy, Cincy. Those games as being the really tough ones. Broncos coasted through there. And I'm thinking to myself, oh my goodness, this team is going to be a 13, 14-win football team. And then all of a sudden, what starts to happen, you see the injuries pile up. C.J. Anderson goes down. Andy Janovich goes down. Guys intermittently in and out. Derek Wolfe has not really been healthy all year. Your center, Matt Paradis. By the way, I know it's been a bad year for that offensive line, but I just want to give a moment to talk about Matt Paradis. That guy has the hips of a 75-year-old man.
Yeah.
He has not practiced all season, but he has not missed a game snap for this football team, and he's played pretty well in those opportunities.
One of the best offensive linemen. So
a great chance for Matt Paradis this season to really strut his stuff, and he has. But Ryan, you're right. We've come in a big circle.
Yeah.
Right? This team winds up being basically who I thought they were going to be, at times good, but mostly pretty average to below average football team that's staring 8-8 in the face. They catch a break, pardon the pun, with Derek Carr being injured. They'll play Matt McCloy in the Raiders this weekend, not Carr. But I wouldn't pick them to win that game, Ryan. This team just is checked out. Well, rightfully so, perhaps, but for me, and for me, what it comes down to is the foundational issue of the offensive line and then the quarterback situation. And we'll see if they address that in the offseason. It's going to be a fascinating year out here at Dove Valley.
Oh, absolutely. I think we're going to get a little bit of taste of the offseason this week with the will they start Paxton or won't they?
Yeah.
At this moment, what do you have to lose? I don't think you're sending a bad message to your team saying, hey, look, we're out of the playoffs. Let's see what our first round pick that we drafted up to get has.
Yeah.
Get him some experience. I don't think anyone's going to take that as a shot against Trevor. It's just, we spent a first round pick. Let's see what he got.
It was interesting to me that Gary Kubiak wasn't willing to come out today and just flat out say he's going to start Paxton.
Yeah.
They got in at 3:30 in the morning, according to Kubiak. He has not had time to think about that decision. I don't know if I totally buy into that.
Yeah.
But we'll see. We'll see what he has to say on Wednesday when the team comes back out here. I think Paxton Lynch should start.
Yeah.
But you know what I think, Ryan. I think it's almost too little too late in terms of
Yeah.
The Broncos' best solution would be to build a time machine and do what they should have done at the beginning of the year, which is you start the kid that you're trying to develop. You start your future, you throw him to the wolves, you ride the roller coaster with him, and you see what happens. This team felt like they had a championship caliber defense and couldn't do that. I understand it, but it's put them at a disadvantage going into next season, which all of a sudden, Ryan, looks like an uphill battle for them.
Yep, absolutely. All right, I don't think there's anything left to talk about the Chiefs game with. We'll obviously have a lot
was
of
this a Chiefs
2017
recap?
Yeah, this is a Chiefs recap. But
D Ford threw a touchdown.
we're really finding ourselves.
Don Terry Poe threw a touchdown pass.
Yeah.
That's all you need to know about this
One
game.
more touchdown pass than Trevor Siemian.
Oh, Trevor Siemian, though. That ball he threw right into the ground, that's pretty sweet.
All right. Now I'm going to have to calm you down. You got to bring it back down to a 6. All right, so we are going to be talking about a lot this week and after this week, of course. Like you said, uphill battle for the Broncos. Make sure to tune in to 5280 Sports Network for all of those discussions and talking points. For Jake Marsing, I'm Ryan Green. We'll see you later.